Hey guys, happy Cinco de Mayo. I promised I would come on with a video and I'm going to make the chocolate filling here for our dessert tacos. The dessert tacos simply gonna be, so this is one of those things, I don't always have a recipe. I kind of just make things up. I go based on, okay, what do we have in the house and how do I think this might work out, at least be able to like fake it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take tortillas and I'm gonna cut them and then I'm gonna shape them and bake them in the oven so that they make little taco shells, because I don't have taco shells, so that's the plan. And then I'm gonna make this chocolate mousse stuff now that's gonna go on the inside of it. And then I'm gonna slice up some bananas and strawberries to put over the top, and that's gonna be like dessert tacos. That's my thinking, so let's see how this turns out. So when you're making like a healthier mousse kind of consistency dessert thing, coconut milk is a great option. And then flavor it however you want. Chia seeds, when you put them into the blender, they really thicken up and they don't have that seed consistency anymore. So if you want something that is thick and creamy, right, you want to use the coconut milk, and then you can add the chia seeds in there to give more of that like gel consistency. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. Flavor, what flavor? Whatever flavor you want. You could use cinnamon or vanilla, or our family's favorite is chocolate and peanut butter. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see how this turns out. So the chocolate is not sweet. The peanut butter is not sweet. The coconut milk is not sweet. This is dessert. Honestly, if you put all those flavors together, it's gonna be so good. And the coconut milk does have a little bit of natural sweetness that you won't even notice it, but I am going to add, I don't have a label on this one. I don't have a label because my stepdad is a beekeeper, so we have a ton of his honey. Talk about knowing the source. I know exactly what those bees were pollinating. And I have a bottle here that I'm using that doesn't have a label, but that's what it is. I'm gonna use a little bit of honey to sweeten it. So here goes. I'm gonna dump the whole thing of the whole can of coconut milk in here. The whole thing, scrape it out. It'll naturally separate the water from the coconut cream, but you want all of it. Let's just get all of it in there. Okay. And then I'm going to add, I have a half cup measuring scoop here. I don't want a whole half cup of cocoa powder. This is really dark cocoa powder. That's gonna be way too much. So I'm gonna do this like half of this. Okay, so about half. Try not to make too much of a mess here. The chia seeds I'm gonna pour into here. I don't wanna dump into the chia container. I'm gonna do a full half cup of chia seeds. Try not to spill them because that makes a mess. Dump that in there. And I'm going to scoop some peanut butter into the thing. Somebody put a fork in the knife container in the drawer, right? Who would do that? I know who does that. I'm not gonna name his name. So I'm going to put about a half cup of peanut butter because we like peanut butter. It gives it a good flavor. All right, half a cup of peanut butter in there. It's gonna be so creamy. All right, what have I left out? The honey. Am I gonna measure it? No, not really. I'm just gonna guess about a quarter cup of honey in there. Then we're gonna blend it up and we're gonna see what it looks like. And if it looks like it's the right consistency, we're done. If not, we're gonna have to add something to it. So let's see. Jackpot. I think we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna scrape down the sides a little bit and one more time. So the thing with chia seeds, the longer they sit, the more they'll firm up as well. So as long as this is close to the right consistency, I'm gonna say I'm done and just stick it in the refrigerator until it's time to make the tacos. So here, I'm gonna, one more time. Bingo, done, okay? So let me move this out of the way. Oop, I almost fell on the floor. Angle this down a little bit more so you can see, okay? I'm gonna pour, here we go. You can see all the stuff here. It's not very pretty, is it? So I'm gonna pour this into the bowl so you can see how thick it got, right? So once that sits up in the refrigerator for a few hours, later tonight we will be ready to go. Will be a delicious dessert taco filling. All right. That is that. Happy Cinco de Mayo.